Okay, so I have to say it. 10 minutes of this episode was recap and opening. I'm not joking. Like, majority of us that watched this episode saw what I saw. 10 minutes and like 30 seconds of this episode was recap. With a few minor scenes that's not really that vital that was added in. So 10 minutes of recap in this episode, and 10 minutes probably of actual new content, which isn't that much. Now, don't get me wrong. I like the episode. I like what I saw in this episode. I like the reveals. But 10 minutes of content. Oh my god. Like, that's worse than One Piece pacing. That's straight up worse than One Piece pacing. And that's scary. That's fucking scary. 10 minutes of a recap. Like, oh my god. It's already been set for 50 episodes unless Toei is going to decide to go past 50. So why would they take the need to recap everything that has happened? Why? So, this might be a short review because, to be real here, there's not much to really talk about since 10 minutes of content's not really that much. It isn't. So, yeah. This episode, talking about the second half, since the first half's nothing but recap, the second half of this episode, for the most part, it progresses to fight between Jin and Kuma. We get to see their fights progressing, and that's what the entirety of this episode kind of focuses on, besides the ending where the Black Trigger goes into HQ and is starting to wreak havoc, and you have these B-rank agents fighting back, and then they have like this mode on to where they can constantly regenerate their Treon. So the ending is pretty cool. You just have it to where the HQ is fighting back against the Black Trigger, and that's all you can really pull from that scene. Now, in the other parts of the second half, you have it to where Kuga is also fighting against the user, the dude that was introduced in last week's episode, the old man that can just shatter everything around him, cut everything up. Well, Kuga is just straight up destroying that old man. That old man is getting fucking wrecked. He put these chains around his neck, he forced him down with these, like, weights. I mean, he is just destroying the old man like it is nothing. And after seeing this old man in last week's episode, and all of a sudden seeing how Kuga is just bossing him, damn, it just goes to show you how strong Kuga is when he actually uses his abilities, his Black Trigger abilities. And then Jin, on the other hand, you have it to where he's playing some mind games with his fights. He's manipulating the dude that's like the prince or whatever. And he's like, oh, I could see your future. Why are they going to abandon you? And that's probably the truth. Jin is probably telling the truth, and the dude or the people in the behind the scenes are probably going to abandon them. But what for? That's the question, because they're leading this all a frontal assault around countries all around them. Not just on this world right now, our main world, but this country that's invading is invading all the countries. Let's say there's 10 countries around them. They're invading all 10 countries with equal force. And this has left the main central country unguarded. Why in the fuck would they do that? So that's a lot of curious questions I have about that. Like, why in the fuck would they do something like that? So yeah, there's a lot of interesting plot developments going on right there, along with, you know, the characters fighting progression and seeing some interesting things building up. But that's about it when it comes to this episode. I mean, to be real here, that's it. That's it to this episode. That's all I can really talk about. So, episode overall, animation quality, it's okay. Standard World Trigger. Music, standard World Trigger music. Good episode, but just damn it, Toei, don't do fucking 10-minute recaps. Like, my fucking god. Like, damn it, I like this series. I don't want to wait another week for another 10-minute recap and 10-minute new content. So, yeah. Anyways, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.